Shoutouts here tonight. Special KOF shout out to the homeboys at Dream Cancel. You know.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Dream Cancel podcast, and this is episode 103 of Dream Cancel Live. My name is Desmond, the administrator of DreamCancel.com. In this episode, we're going to talk about all things Combo Breaker 2018. Combo Breaker just happened this past weekend in St. Charles, Illinois. It was a very, very dope tournament, very dope event. And we're going to talk to a couple of players that have attended the event. We're going to talk about many different things about KOF, about how we feel about the game, about how we feel about our own individual, I would say, like gameplay, performances and whatnot. And we're going to, kind of talk about what to look for in the future with KOF and the scene. So before we get into all that, I would like to introduce the discussion panel for tonight. Let's see if I can try to unmute people. James Jr., are you there, sir?
You hear me?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. You?
Good. Thank you so much for coming on as usual. Appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, next up, we have laziefreddy. Yo, are you there, sir?
Yes, how's it going, everyone?
Cool, good to have you on. Good to see you at Combo Breaker, like always.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah, for sure. All right, coming up next we have Laban.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy. What's good?
What's up, man? How you feeling?
I'm alright. Tired. Caught Ebola. Kinda.
Are you serious? Oh, man.
A little bit, but it's not like I got a headache or anything, but there's something in my throat, so
Ooh.
It's like, yeah.
All right.
So be good. Thank you.
All right, cool, man. Good to have you on. And also, we have Juicebox. What's up, man?
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Cool, man. Good to have you on. It was good seeing you at Combo Breaker.
Yep, thanks much. Appreciate it.
No problem. All right. Yeah, thanks all y'all for coming on tonight. I really appreciate it. As always, we're going to get into the main topic at hand pretty soon. But before we do that, just want to give a couple little shout-outs, a couple little notices of various things coming on. Again, want to thank our Patreon subscribers. Y'all be getting this episode early before it goes public on YouTube, maybe like a day or so early. And shout-outs to all the players, all the KOF SNK players in the Dream Cancel Discord server. Just want to thank everybody for keeping it active, playing games with each other, being on your best behavior and whatnot. And also just want to let people know of just various things that are kind of happening in SNK world-wide is, I think people already know, but King of Fighters 97 global match is on PS4, has rollback. They just updated it, I think, this past weekend. So definitely check that out. That should be very interesting indeed to check out. Tournaments, they're coming up. If I miss any tournaments, please interject. But just want to let people know of Neo Geo World Tour in Taiwan. It's coming up June 26th. June 16th and 17th. And then next is Malaysia. That is June 23rd. And then it's all going to lead up to... I forgot where the finale will be.
Want me to assist? Hong Kong,
yes. All right, great, cool. I had that in the back of my head, but I was not too sure of that. But yeah.
Yeah.
Hong Kong, cool. All right, stateside, real quick, just want to let people know, CEO is going down Daytona Beach, Florida, June 29th to July 1st. Anybody planning on hitting up CEO 2018?
I wish. Nah.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yeah, same for me. Florida's a little far. I'm hoping to go to Evo, but that's it for me at least.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Speaking of Evo, there is Anime Evo.
My boys. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me find that poster real soon. Here we go. Bam. So yeah, Anime Evo 2018. Oh man, this should be pretty dope. KOF 14 is there, and bunch of other games, yo. Even like, what was that? Sailor Moon is gonna be there.
It's a good game.
Yeah,
It deserves a spot.
yeah. I'm gonna post the link in the chat, the stream chat, and also we'll be posting it in the description section on YouTube. But yeah, I know you're gonna be there, right, Laban?
Yeah, I got a room. I'm good. Registered. Ready to go.
Cool. Should be a lot of fun. Anyone else thinking of going to AnimEvo? Anime Evo?
I just gotta wait for payday, book a few things. I'm hoping to go. I gotta get some days off, but chalk me down for a maybe.
Okay. Sounds good.
But yeah, Anime Evo being like a subsidiary part of Evo, so it's like, if you're going to be at Evo anyways, it's going to be there, so
Right.
enjoy.
Okay. All right. Cool. That should be great, man. Yeah, I have the link in the chat for more information and whatnot for people to go ahead and sign up, or to at least lurk to see who's on the bracket and whatnot. So yeah, AnimEvo. Okay, and does anyone know of any other like tournaments that are kind of coming up around this time? I don't want to go too far ahead of time, but
There's Summer Jam,
okay,
end of August, I believe.
okay, all right,
Yeah, KOF will be there.
okay, all right. Is there any pop bonus so far, or just
I don't think so. I think it's just a tournament.
okay? All right. Want to welcome KenshixHimura to the show. Can you hear us? I know it might take a little bit. Yeah, he's probably plugging in his microphone. All right, but yeah, cool. All right.
All right, sorry about that. Yeah, I can hear you guys.
All right, cool. All right, man. Almost startled me. Cool. How you doing, man?
I'm doing okay. I just got home a little bit late, that's all.
Okay, no, that's cool, man. I hope you're all settled in, man. I don't know how long we're going to be. Hopefully not 3 hours, so it should be good. Cool. All right, other news, other little things going on. Looks like we got some trailers, or a trailer for SNK Heroines. Like, who's excited for this game? Like on the reels?
Me.
Me. I also want the tank top and the hat. You fly. Yeah.
I want all that stuff. It's just I'm broke, so. But yeah, I'm very excited for just a casual game I don't have to stress about too much.
I'm probably gonna buy the special edition, keep the hat, and sell the game.
Oh, lame. I don't know, people tell me who have played it, it's like, yeah, it seems simple at first and casual, but nah, it starts developing its own depth, so might be in for a pleasant surprise.
Okay.
Or just character customization, by the way. Screw it.
Right. All right. I did find the trailer for Loveheart. Anyone y'all want to watch it right now? Got pop it up here on YouTube.
I don't feel like it. Maybe next time, dude.
That's fine.
I'll watch it.
Okay.
By all means, come on. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. See if this will actually work. It's kind of been a while. But yeah, she looks pretty good. I mean, a lot of people are kind of talking about her costume, and people was kind of saying like, "Man, why can't we get that for 14?" Like,
that mustache is so hot.
yeah.
I like girls with big mustaches.
Oh, wait. Oh, this is it right here. Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I wish I can lower this related
The HUD.
Cool. That's it.
That was such a short trailer.
Yep, indeed it
It's
was.
unlisted, right? So is it officially out, or this trailer, or haven't seen any marketing for it yet.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't know, man. I really don't know.
I respect that answer.
Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of really really it. But I mean, and I don't know. She looks good. She looks fun. I mean, I think the game should be good. I think a lot of people are kind of hating on it already, but I mean, what can you really
We'll
say?
see. Like, when the game's out, we'll really know when we really know. It's like, look at Dragon Ball Z, for example. Dragon Ball FighterZ, like, you know, everyone was on the hype train in the beginning, but when people finally got to understand the game, you know, people left, people stayed. Same thing will happen for any game. You just have to wait till it's actually out. That's it.
Right, exactly. Okay, all right. Let's see, what else can I bring up real quick? Oh, I mean, everybody knows right now, KO14 is at 3.02. It got updated. What was that, like Thursday morning? You know,
Right before Combo Breaker.
Yeah. So, did anyone know if like all the consoles got like updated during Combo Breaker for that, or
They were running 3.1.
None of them were updated.
Well, one of them was that white one with that like black stripe on the PS4, so then they switched that out.
Oh, for consistency's sake. Well, that's wise.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense. And plus, it's just bug fixes. You know, it wasn't anything too
Significant.
drastic. You know,
Yeah.
right?
But for the sake of consistency, yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. Also, anybody check out anything for that mobile game? Was that All Star? I think.
There's actually 2 mobile games that are new. One just released like maybe 2 weeks ago. It's called KOF Destiny,
Okay.
and that game is basically the same team that developed KOF 98 OL online. Got an updated engine. It's also like a side-scroller action mobile game, so you still have to like grind every day. I'm actually really impressed with that game. So one thing you notice is that the graphics in that game, the production value is like very, very top notch. They even have like Shanghai promoted with one of the Chinese top models, Angela Baby. So
All right, let me Google that name really quick.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
no, she's a high end model. So not a random cosplayer, but she's like a supermodel.
Yes.
And then they actually made a character for her and put her in the game, and then they had Shanghai like promoted along with her. So it's pretty cool. All the models in there, like you see like the character still shots, and at first you thought that's pretty nice art, like nice 2D art, but then like later you realize like you look at them, they're actually moving. So it's actually cell shaded art.
You got a link?
I don't have a link, but I have the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, all the art and everything, they're superb.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the other mobile game is developed by Netmarble in Japan. That's KOF All Stars.
Yeah.
And
that's
that
a beat 'em
game-
up, right?
Yeah, that game is also like a beat 'em up. That game, I think the graphics is like closer to Street Fighter 4 style.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You got the link right here.
Yeah.
That's
fine.
KOF Destiny.
Oh, what the heck? Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's scroll to the middle. Like,
Okay.
let's see if they show off the characters somewhere. Maybe a bit further in.
All right, there's a little bit of a latency with this this viewer. Okay.
Let's go further in. Yeah, this is just showing the sprites. Like the sprites, like they look really nice.
Okay.
Yeah, and then when you like the character pose and everything, those are actually in 3D.
All right, this looks good. I mean, why couldn't they like kind of do this for like 14? You know?
Yeah, but this is developed in China. It's SNK China.
Yeah, I know SNK
instead of SNK Japan. So I'm seeing this as like a really good hope for future SNK games, because like they're gonna take this technology back to Japan because they're all in the same company now.
Yeah, this doesn't look too bad, man. I mean, it looks kind of spritish. I mean, obviously it's.
You'll actually be impressed when you can find like further in when they show like the character portraits and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, like, this is just a windscreen, but like when you select like the characters and that kind of stuff, like it will show it.
Wait, hold on.
I don't think you can see it here.
I could find it. Is it this or no?
Yeah. Let's see.
Boy,
go back to Athena. Yeah, go back to the earlier ones and then just like stop there. These are actually 3D models, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, they actually move. Like some of the characters are still 2D. Those are the unfinished ones.
This looks kind of fire. I mean, it ain't
these are
incredible.
actually 3D. Like these right there, that's 3D. Like when you get the character, you can see them move, and they're actually 3D.
Okay, I kind of can't see it too much with the quality. Let me see if I can like buff it up a little bit. You sure it is 3D?
It is 3D. Not all of them, because some of the characters haven't been released yet. Those are still in 2D, but the ones that have been released, they are absolutely in 3D.
Okay, and all these are just cell shaded models. Okay.
This, I think that's 2D because that's not a model, but
okay.
But yeah, the in games like that, I think those are sprites. Like these are sprites.
Oh, these
right
enemies and stuff.
Yeah, like enemies and the characters. These are sprites.
Dude, they can totally like make another game with technology like this. I don't want to say the exact like look, but
yeah, totally.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like co-developed by SNK China.
Yes.
Along with Tencent. So yeah.
Oh, Reiki Kito said this is exactly like Dungeon Fighter. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know what he's talking about. DFO. Okay.
Yeah, it's got like legit combo systems and everything. Like you can combo from one move to another, and then tag in and tag out and do another combo.
Right. Okay. Also, we could real briefly, very very briefly, look at KOF All Star. Oh, this is from 2017. Let's see if we can find a new one real quick. Oh, not Destiny. KOF All Star.
Two days ago.
Oh, this is the trailer. Y'all want to watch gameplay though? Oh, 3 months ago.
Maybe just click on the Netmarble Japan.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, yeah, this is just like cinematics. Doesn't look bad.
No, if you click on like Netmarble Japan, I think that channel has like a gameplay.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the developer right there.
Okay, I got you. Alright, let's wait till it loads. Okay, looks like you do all sorts of stuff. Ooh, I kinda,
maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a different channel.
Yeah, I think. Let me see. We can go to this. This one right here has this little mirror page.
Yeah, so Street Fighter 4 art style.
Oh yeah, I see it. Kind of with the paintbrush, kind of, or the calligraphy. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I got you. This looks fun. I mean, it don't look too crazy. I mean, honestly, I think the Destiny game kind of looks better. graphics, presentation wise, but this still looks fun. Okay. All right. Yeah, we can stop it here. Keep it moving. All right. Cool. All right. So yeah. Those were the mobile games that should be coming out soon. Definitely check them out whenever they are released. And,
I wish I had a good enough cell phone.
Yeah, I know you're gonna have to get a S8 or something, man.
You can play on PC. Just download an emulator.
Oh yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
We don't talk about that on official Dreamcast podcast.
No. An Android emulator. You still need to get the game, but the game is like a free download anyway. So.
Oh, I know what he means. I understand. Yeah.
And Android emulators, it's out there. It's legit.
Right. All right, cool. All right, so why don't we get into talking about Combo Breaker finally? So we could just kind of start with, I would just say the generals, kind of talk about the day that we kind of got in. I always like to start there for some reason. So so Freddie, when did you arrive to the venue?
Thursday night, close to midnight.
Okay. All right. What about you, Kenshi?
I got there at 1 a.m. Friday morning.
Okay. All right, James. When did you get to the place?
I got in like Friday noonish. Me and Dechimo got in like around the same time, Friday noonish, because I drove him.
Right. Okay. All right, Laban, what about you?
I got in Chicago about Thursday 2 a.m. Rode my bicycle in the airport terminal. Was dicking around. Then, I don't know, stayed at a hostel. Then went to the zoo later in the day. It's fun.
Okay. All right. Juice, when did you get in?
I come in like Thursday afternoon. I had a room with a buddy. We just went up for lunch and waited around. I think that was the night I came over for casuals, or was that something else?
The
Thursday
Thursday
night?
Yeah, that was the night. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, we came in Thursday night. We left kind of early at like 2-ish, but yeah, that's the day we came in. So, Kenshi, you this is your first Combo Breaker, right?
Yeah, this was my first Combo Breaker.
All right, cool. What was your thoughts on like the venue, man, and the
dude, yeah, it's the best. It's the best major I've been to.
It's pretty much the best major, huh? Right?
Yeah. It's the best major I've been to, but I didn't get to stay at the actual Pheasant Run Resort. My hotel was like 30 minutes away, so it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mr. Flamenco paid for my hotel, so I can't complain.
That's nice.
Yeah, I wasn't going to be able to get a hotel. I was going to sleep in my car, and then he was like, "No, I'm not letting you do that." And then he got me a hotel 30 minutes away from the venue, and I'm like, "Oh, well, it's free. I can't complain." So, yeah, I definitely enjoyed it, though. Out of all the majors I've been to, this one was the best venue, the best organization. Everything was on time. It seems like only Chicago majors are on time because Frosty Fostings was also really on time. But I liked how big the venue was. There was a bunch of setups for everything. The casual room, unfortunately, was a heat wave, and I was not too fond of being in there for the brief moments that I was in there. But other than that, it was amazing. I would definitely come back next year. I'm actually making plans to come back next year as long as they continue to have KOF14 or if 15's out by then,
All right, cool. Sounds good. Laban, it was your second Combo Breaker, am I right?
Yeah, my second one. Yeah, and time again, it's proven to me that this is, yes, the most organized, competently ran, fairly ran tournament that cares about its bracket runners, the other minor tournament organizers, and the players. So, how they just govern everything really on point. really full of passion and compassion. Like the event is just wonderful, as well as Illinois is surrounded by wonderful food. So you have the food, you have the locale,
Yes.
you have the people who care. So yeah, I could see why people like to tout it as the best tournament of the year, pretty much. And yeah, being in the Midwest, it's easy for East Coast and the West Coast to kind of meet in the middle. No coasts, no kings.
Indeed. Yeah, that's the slogan. Cool. Great. And Freddie, how many combo breakers have you attended, man?
This is my second combo breaker. I went to the very first one, and then I couldn't make it last year, but this year made it again. And it's great to see how much combo breaker has grown since the very first year. Even the very first year, that was like my favorite tournament of the year. Like I remember that was the year when Rick took over the Chicago tournament, because before it was UFGT. Ran by Keats, and then he decided not to run it, and people were worried that there's not going to be another tournament in the Midwest. But I'm really glad like Rick stepped up and he gave like KOF a good spotlight and just gave love to every game for good representation. So yeah, and then tournament was like so much fun. This year I noticed that like they have like 24 venue. They didn't have it in the first year, so yeah, that made the experience even more enjoyable. You can just hang out and chill and play games all weekend. What more can you ask for? If I were you, like everyone who's listening out there, I would save like $1 a day, and then that will give you enough to go to Combo Breaker next year.
Millennials spending on Combo Breaker instead of saving up for a home. I see how it is.
Hey, it's only $1 a day. Come on, you need it.
I think it's worth it. I agree with you, man. Like the casual, opportunities as well.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you ask me, like if I were to pick one tournament to go to in a year, I would go to Combo Breaker, not Evo. Like Evo is good and all, but like it's definitely not as. Yeah. It's gone a little bit like too convention style.
It's
because
grandiose.
Like, yeah, right. You basically really show grandiose. Up. You show up to play, your tournament match, and then after you're done, you just walk around a little bit. That was it.
You're just done. But then what's nice about Combo Breaker, which sets it apart from other majors, is that, yes, for each of the main stage games, there are guaranteed setups, like 2 tables worth. So there's like 8 setups, that's 16 people playing. And like, yeah, you're able to have casual sets with people from all over the country, even the world, 24-hour in a 24-hour venue. Like Evo doesn't have that, many other majors don't have that. So where do people actually practice up other than the tournament? They have to go to people's hotel rooms, but you know how awkward that could be to have a stranger in your private space. So having a public space which is safe for everyone to play 24-hour sets and have enough setups for everyone, that's really what sets it apart, because you're able to grow community. You're able to have people meet up, meet strangers, and then become good friends and become part of the community. As you play games you love.
Exactly, and it's not that just that, because like a lot of times you go to people's like hotel rooms. Usually, like each room will have a dedicated game, so you just stay in like that one room, so you can't see like what other people are around. Combo Breaker, everything is like in a ballroom.
Yeah,
you
everything's
can, like,
in the same room.
Yeah, you can play like I came with the people who play Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball, but they were just in different corners. Like after I'm done, and I can just walk over and talk to them and go chill. Like this is much easier than playing in someone's like hotel or something.
And then just room hopping, like okay, I have to go to the other side or another floor.
Exactly.
Like Guilty Gear's right there. I'm done playing Guilty Gear. I'll play King of Fighters. I'm done playing King of Fighters. I'll go play Tekken. Like that's wonderful.
Yeah, and like because the ballroom is huge, there's a lot of space. You're not like got like 30 dudes cramped into like a hotel room trying to like get in line. Sometimes like remember, everyone who's been to a major knows that like sometimes you want to play and then like there's only one room that's open, and then there's like 15 dudes cramped in there. There's barely enough space to like sit or stand. That's like really awkward and super hot and smelly. So yeah, you don't want that. Come to Combo Breaker.
So Evo certainly has the grandiose aspects. Like you're in Las Vegas, you have the lights, you have the locale, you have the Mandalay Bay Arena. But then in terms of actual support for the players and support for the bracket runners and everything, it's not really quite up to the standard that Combo Breaker has really set the bar at. Like that's a really tough bar to surpass. And I think I haven't been to a CEO, but I feel like the only other major like that really comes closest to that is CEO and CEO Otaku, or at least from what people have reported to me. The only thing that brings it down compared to Combo Breakers, that's in Florida.
Right.
Yeah.
I have heard like there was some hang-ups, but I haven't noticed it. You know, I didn't notice like any kind of like bad problems. You know,
about CEO or
no about Combo Breaker. You know,
yeah.
But it's so good. Like I didn't notice it, and then I didn't hear much about it. You know, it was like kind of typical tournament. You know, I would say behaviors. I guess no tournament is like 100% perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but with Combo Breaker, I mean, hey, you have such a good time, and also Rick is so on it about like anything kind of happening. Like it's fixed by the time like it's almost like a grand scale problem. Like he doesn't let things go to any kind of catastrophic level. So yeah, big ups to him. Juicebox, how many Combo Breaks have you attended, and what was your kind of whole thoughts of this past Combo Breaker?
Well, I went to last year's and I went to this one's also. I think it was I also went to UFGT like 7 and 8, and I like really enjoyed myself there. Back in the KOF13 days, I was there like when they showed off Dive Kick. I still have that shirt. So I really loved the tournament, and so I'm like, okay, well, if Combo Breaker is going to be more of the same, I want to go to those. So yeah, I went last year and I went this year. Tons of fun. The 24-hour venue is like a godsend. It's like, hey, it's 3 a.m. I'm bored. Why don't I just walk down there and see what's up? You know, and sure enough, there's a couple dudes playing KOF and a whole bunch of dudes playing Tekken. You know, whatever. There's food pretty much everywhere. Of course, I was staying with a friend, and he was, gracious enough to take me around to Portillo's, Giordano's, all the nice places. So I can't really. There's nothing about Combo Breaker I would change. It would be nice if there was a slightly bigger venue. We're getting into that shoulder to shoulder, situation soon if it's going to keep growing. But we'll just have to see where that goes. Other than the fact that it's popular, I don't really have any issues with that at all, and it's pretty
We're
awesome.
just gonna have pools on the golf course, dude. Don't worry about it.
Go back to outdoor tournaments.
That'll be funny. That'll be definitely a trip. Cool. All right, so why don't we start floating a little kind of towards I would say the meat of the discussion, kind of about KOF specifically. So how did everyone kind of like why don't we talk about just like playing casuals before we get to like pool play and stuff like that? How were casuals for everyone? Like was there any people that you played during casuals that you thought were very good, or any close matches, any good matches, GGs? Like anybody want to give any like GGs for any casual matches you guys had throughout the weekend?
So,
Laban, you sound like you want to start, so you go ahead.
All right, so I want to thank the players I played a lot of King of Fighters Neo Wave with, as I bopped them with the Young Geese. It was a really fun endeavor. Then later we played a lot of King of Fighters 97, and I hit people with Terry Infinites. So that really made my weekend. And I guess shoutouts to Reiki Kido, because that dude's been slowly grinding up on the pragmatic, but he's really proven to me that he's really grown in the years I've known him as a player, and is able to take me on pretty well. So it's yeah, shoutouts to him. He's the one who I played a lot in 14 the most this weekend in casual sets. So, and then as he was playing me, he was also steadily getting better. But other than that, Neo Wave 97. I even brought my knife. Just kidding. But yeah, that was my weekend there. So 97. Everyone played 97.
Okay. Oh, by the way, on a side note, man, did you have you tried the Steam version or the PS4 version with the rollback?
I have not I have not tried it since they've changed to rollback. I've been too busy.
Okay.
So no opinion.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Lazy Freddy, how was your casuals, man, when you were playing people outside of the tournament? Any GGs?
It was good. It was good to see a lot of people that we play online every now and then. It's good to see their faces and actually sit next to them and talk to them in person and playing them. It's good. I like it. I enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
James Jr., how was your games? Your casual play?
It was fun. I played Freddy on the Najmir. That was wacky.
That's that.
It was just
Mirror
really
match is like terrible.
Yeah. But yeah, it was fun for the people I played, and you could pretty much get casuals anytime you want. So that was cool.
Okay. All right. Kenshi, man, how was your casuals when you were playing people?
The casuals were great, man. My only regret is I feel like I didn't get to play against enough people. I played like a large number of people, but not everyone, and I wanted to play casuals with everyone. I didn't want to. I asked him, and he was like, "No."
Yeah, he's a punk. Dude, he's a big punk, dude.
I was just like, "Oh, okay. I guess I can't play against you, but whatever." Shoutouts to the drunk Mexicans I was playing Neo Wave with.
Yeah, they're with the Modelos, right? I was playing with them.
Yeah, I was like at 6 a.m. It was hilarious.
Those, I forgot what their names. I know one of the main dudes, Beto, Jesus. Yeah, like all those guys. Oh my gosh, they're the best. They made the weekend for King of Fighters, in my opinion.
Yeah, like I didn't even play Neo Wave, and I was just like, I just wanted to sit down and play it for the first time, and they're like, "Oh, you're actually really good at this game for your first time playing." I'm like, I kind of played O2 quite a bit, but thank you.
Dude,
It was a blast.
Neo Wave is like a 2002 ROM hack, so
Right.
you're not wrong. If you played 2002, you're good.
Right. It was really fun. I enjoyed everything about it. My favorite part of casuals though was, I'm gonna put Juicebox on blast real quick. My favorite part of casuals was when Juicebox invited me to his hotel room, and we were playing, and his roommate came back, and his roommate was looking at his stick, and he was just blowing up about how minimalistic the arcade stick was. I guess he didn't have all the parts that he was supposed to have inside of it, and Juice was like, "Yeah, I probably threw those away. I figured I didn't need them." And he was just going off. I was having a blast. I did not get enough sleep the entire weekend, and I still feel like I didn't get to play with enough people.
That's always like everybody's feeling after a tournament, is that they didn't, get to play enough people. They didn't do this, do that. I think that's a good feeling. Coming back and feeling like maybe next year, you could try again, play with someone else or more different people. Because you're there for just, was it like almost 3 days, and there's so much.
3 days, yeah.
Right,
dude. It's like so many people now. It's like you meet a lot of people, and it's like you want to hang out with everyone. Not even just play, just hang out. But there's just so little time in the day. So many things to do, and people to see. Right. But it goes to show like how great Combo Breaker is, that could draw all sorts of people from all over. Oh man.
Right. Okay. Juicebox. So, how were your casuals, man? Like, you have any thoughts on any people you played? And while you answer that, I have to be right back for a second, but it shouldn't take like more than like 15 seconds. But yeah, if you could tell the people like your thoughts on your casual gameplay at Combo Breaker, if you could.
Yeah, sure. I didn't get as much of a chance to play casuals as I wanted. I had like issues sleeping most of the weekend. When we went out for lunch and dinner, like I was like away from the venue for like a few hours at a time. But yeah, I invited Kenshi over that one time. I went to Desmond's room to play with him and his boys a little bit. I did get a long casual set with Tamago, and it pissed me off so bad. Like he was basically just like buffering DPs the whole time, and like I didn't like that was like strike number one that taught me like what my team does and does not have, like as far as like what I can and can't do. But like I couldn't really jump at him like at any heights, and I could neutral jump, and that was about it. Any other movement he like immediately like took over. And this was Blue Mary, by the way. He was DPing me with a shitty DP. So but no, like that taught me at least a little something about reaction time and what's human and what's not human, but it doesn't matter what top players have, and things like that. But for the most part, I didn't get as many casuals as I wanted, but still enough to make it fun, and hope to do more next year. I want to go to Combo Breaker every year. I always try to do that.
Yeah, that's cool.
The tournament, yeah.
Okay. All right. On my end, I had a lot of fun playing casuals. Like we said earlier, is that there's never enough time. I kind of wanted to play Wero and like Violent Kane and stuff like that. Luis Cha. I as far as Zhao Hai, I kind of knew that he probably didn't want to play. Shouts to him though. But I do wish I kind of played. I wish I would have played more people. But for the people that I did play, it was a good time. For example, playing Burger Time. We play online all the time. That was good. That was very fun. Playing Kenshi, come on, man. We played together online so many times, and then we're finally playing in person. That was no lag.
Yeah, that was pretty exhilarating.
Yeah. That was just so dope, man. And it's the offline experience is just so different, man. It's so good,
It really is. One thing I learned this weekend is Hyden's broken online, but offline he ain't shit.
Well, he's shit, but he's less shit. He's manageable.
Yeah,
he's not as scary as he is online when you can't do what you want to. But yeah, I feel like I play way better offline. I always thought I played better online, but offline, I can't go back to online anymore. Maybe on Fightcade 2002. Anything else, I'm just not doing it anymore.
Yeah, no, see, that's why I don't play 14 online. I've been so used to GGPO 98 and 02, it's no, it's not the same. But that's why I'm so out of practice. But it is what it is.
Wait, so y'all, Kenshi, you're not going to play period online anymore?
Oh, no. I'll play with certain people, but don't expect me to just be hey, here's a room, anyone can come in, and then those 1 bars and 2 bars come in. I'll play with the people I know who have good connections, but
roll the dice.
It's usually regional, right? Too.
Yeah. What you gonna say, Juice? Sound like you wanted to.
Oh no, just it's random sometimes. The thing about the bars in 14, even on console or PC, it doesn't matter. It's kind of they don't matter a whole lot. Sometimes I'll have a good connection with 1 bar. Sometimes I'll have a bad connection with 3 or 4. I just sort of write down the names of people who I have a good connection with and stick to that. And then when it's someone new, it's let's see what it is.
Oh yeah, they definitely kind of fluctuate in there, or not accurate all the time. I definitely agree 100%.
If they lag with 3 or 4 bars, I call them the Wi-Fi drones.
Oh yeah, we've had a fair taste of those, in our times playing online and many other different situations, playing party battle mode and stuff like that. And then when you when it's not their turn anymore, it's it's back to normal. So I definitely hear y'all on that. So all right, let's go a little more deeper, and let's talk about the actual tournament. Well, I kind of want to ask, how did each of y'all prepare? I know Laban, you talked a little bit about preparation of playing casuals with Reiki.
That was actually after tournament. I think.
Okay.
You know how I prepared? I just played Neo Wave.
Oh, you just played okay, all right. That makes sense. Okay, that's fine.
I haven't played casuals for this game to grind up my skills since NCR. From NCR, it's been since Evo. I've been focusing on school and work, so it's you know what? Just have a good time, go wild, then get bought by Burger Times, Antonov, because LOL. But yeah, that's it. It's just just gotta get back in the rhythm of things. The Oswald I used for this tournament is literally day 2 against real people by the time I played in tournament.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's okay, I had to relearn his optimal 1 bar B&B on anchor position while still learning his neutral against the cast and matchups on the fly.
Yeah.
So it's alright. It's I could only expect so much. But yeah, I did use the tournament experience even as a learning experience. So that's what it is.
All right, fair enough. laziefreddy, how did you prepare for the tournament? What was your preparation process?
I didn't really prepare for it.
Yeah,
before,
boy.
yeah, before the tournament. I think that was like a few weeks before the DLC dropped, right? The DLC dropped a few weeks before the tournament. So whenever I time, I'll just be playing like the DLC characters. So I went in and I played the DLC characters because those are the characters that I've been playing. I didn't really prepare anything. I didn't like touch all my old characters, and I haven't touched them in a while. So I just played like DLC characters.
Okay. All right. Did you like increase your online play time at all, or you just kind of kept it? Like,
No, basically, you know, I have a job where I have to travel quite a bit, so
Yes.
I'm away from my home like pretty much half the month. So, but when I'm home, I will play. That's usually how I am.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. James Jr., what about you? How did you prepare?
Much play with like Mario, Dechimo, and Tony most of the time. We have offline gatherings there for like all of Chicago FGC, and we just showed up there with our systems and just played. And then sometimes randoms would play with us. Jojo too. He came out last week, our last offline gathering, and he was there. So he had pretty much we all had good experience against like all the DLC and stuff because me, Tony, and like Dechimo play him.
Yes.
And Mario, of course, was complaining. He was like, "This is a stupid bitch," and hiding the bitch, you know, all that crap. But yeah, we're just playing with those guys mostly.
Okay. Yeah, I was. I won't say I was surprised to see that Mario that he didn't sign up, but like, is he just like super busy with work or like?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. All right, cool. How does he like 3.0 so far? If he gave you his opinion on it.
He likes the Alice buffs. For some reason, he hates that Iori can't 2-hit DP into Super. I'm like, what are you kidding me? Why do you hate that?
That's like Akuma stuff. Like,
Yeah,
no.
like that's maybe
fine.
because you play the character. That's why you hate it. But whatever.
I play Iori and I don't. It's like that nerf is fine. Like,
Yeah, that nerf is fine. He hates it. He's like,
baby. He's just a baby.
he's been playing Iori for like forever, man. I don't know, man.
Hey,
Oh,
it
he's
was
a
still
baby.
Iori who won Combo Breaker.
Yeah. Let's just
Yeah.
leave it at that. He's just a baby. Like,
Is it the fact that he can't do it, or is it the damage, or like what's the main problem?
I don't
with
know.
that
I
little
like-
thing.
like the
Like,
main
as soon as you
reason why
said
that nerf is
I was like,
significant.
are you kidding me? It's fair for everybody now. Robert doesn't have a 2-hit DP confirm into Rambo or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like the main thing about that nerf is that it gives you time to confirm the super or not, rather
Yeah.
than commit. So it's like, okay, you just got commit like everyone else has to commit.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's just a baby.
Kenshi, man, how did you prepare?
Well, I was going through severe burnout before the tournament, so maybe about 3 days before the tournament, I decided, okay, I'm going to try to force myself to play online a little bit, but it didn't really help. I was just getting angry and annoyed with online. So when I got to the venue, when I realized we didn't have any pools on Friday, I just played casuals as much as I could because I actually enjoy the game still, just not online. Can't stand it online. But yeah, I played with everyone I could. Unfortunately, I wasn't prepared enough. There's a lot of things that I feel like I could have did better, like sleep properly. But
Yeah.
as far as like preparing for the tournament gameplay wise, I did what I could considering how much I was starting to hate the game. It was not a pretty sight. I was like, ugh, I can't stand this game. And then I go to Combo Breaker. Oh, I actually really love this game. I don't like online anymore.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I think a lot of people feel the same way, share the same sentiment as you do. Okay. Just about you, man. How did you prepare for the tournament?
Preparation is a strong word. But no, for me, it was I was sort of in Kenshi's position. I wasn't really sure how much time I wanted to invest, what I wanted to do. I was experiencing my own version of burnout. For me, I had booked the combo breaker tickets a million years ago. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go and try to have fun, see how I do. I'm not gonna take it serious. That was me walking into the venue. Like, I don't care really. I'll just see how I do. And whether or not that helped or hurt me, can't say. I didn't really sleep well most of the weekend either. But my roommate did have a copy in his room. I did lab a little bit, about Hydern and Nodge, just to double check my memory. I have all my notes on my computer. I should probably put them on my phone. But other than that, I didn't really do too much. I had the casuals Thursday night. Pools were Saturday, so I tried to play casuals Friday. But that was about it. Yeah, I would say.
Okay, all right. I would say on my end, all I kind of really did was I just try to play online a little bit more, try to show up to local events a little bit more that we have in the middle of the week, since my weekends are kind of, RIP. And I think I was just trying to complete the wiki to try to help me remember certain things or test certain things out for certain characters and stuff like that. That was kind of mainly it as far as intense preparation on my end before the tournament. Why don't we talk about our tournament matches that we had? So why don't we start with James? Can you share with us who you played in pools and whatnot, and who you faced, who you beat, who you lost against?
My first round match was against N4U's, and of course I got nervous. So first game was pretty close, and then second game I started to relax. So it was fine from there. And then second round, I just played somebody that didn't know what to do against Gang Ill. So I took advantage of that. And in winners finals of the pool, I played Tamaga. I'm like, man, what the hell? And then, yeah, his Blueberry blew me up. I'm like, what the fuck?
It looked like he was blowing everybody up with Blue Mary.
Yeah, his Blueberry blew me up. I was kind of surprised at how at the times that he would jump, because I thought he would jump at times that I thought other players would jump, and he did it anyway. I'm like, oh my god, if I had Robert, I would DP that right away. But then I was just Gang Ill, and I was like, fuck it. And then yeah, I lost winners final in that pool, and as you know, 3 come out of pools, so I was out of pools already, so I didn't have to play any losers match to get out. After pools, it was top 24. I played against Hawaii Monkey. Man, it was kind of hard because Notch.
Yeah.
I was like, the reason why I picked Diamond is because he's not gonna jump D ever. So then, if he ever jumps, that's a down forward C for free. At least I think. And then if he drop kicks, then I got 1 frame command grab into whatever super cancel just in case I want to do more damage. And plus, if he recos at the wrong spacing, I could punish it with his 4B. So that's what I was looking for. But he still bit me because he hit me with 1 button and it has 500. So it's whatever. But then he faced my Nudge, and I was like, yeah, see, now you know how it feels. And what was after that? Then I played JoJo, so team killing. Yeah, he didn't. You could tell that JoJo's dinosaur is different from El Rosa.
Yeah,
because El Rosa is more of the armor. He had the timing of the armor down, whereas JoJo didn't have that.
Okay. Yeah.
Because JoJo does a lot of stand A.
Yeah.
A. It's El Rosa does it takes advantage of his down C armor, and like I couldn't adjust to that. If you were to compare like both of them.
Yeah, because I was going to ask what was your thoughts on either their King of Dinosaurs, their style and whatnot, kind of compare and contrast. But that's good.
Pretty much that's the biggest difference, is that El Rosa's better with utilizing his armor, so then I can't, like, with Gangel, I can't jump in for free and beat out his normals with jump D.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. And other than that, El Rosa blind picked me, so I'm like, what the heck is this stuff?
Yeah, what was that about?
It's just to prevent counterpicking, because he didn't want me to counterpick him.
Oh wait, y'all played each other before, right? At a Frosty's.
Like we played last year at Combo Breaker, he beat me 2-1, and then we played at Frosty's, I beat him 2-1, just because of Gangel. And then, like, he knows that I know what characters to pick in certain matchups. And I played at the auction tournament. I played against his Notch, so I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm ready for it." But he didn't pick Notch. I'm like, "What the fuck?" He picked
blind
Kula.
pick is kick-ass tournament tech. Like, you should do that once in a while. I remember I needed to do that a bunch in my Street Fighter 4 days. So like, that's the game KOF14 is turning into. So if they're gonna pick like Love Heart to blow up your short range character, you could call blind pick and like mess with them.
Yeah. So he messed with me. I should have changed my Notch for like Benny to have like a better time against Kula, but I didn't. I just put Hydern first to deal with his dinosaur, and I barely got through that. Other than that, he staggered me. I didn't adjust to him staggering, and then it was a fast game. I was like, oh fuck. That's pretty much how it went.
Okay. All right, cool. Thanks for sharing.
I don't even think I got to his verse.
Oh, yeah. Well, it happens, man.
Whatever. Next time I'll get him back. El Rosa, I'm thinking about you. Because he told me that. He's like, man, since last year I've been thinking about this match. Since you beat me at Frosty's, I'm like, man, it's like the same shit Kiardo told me when I beat him in 13. So I'm like, all right, I'll do it back to you.
Yeah, a lot of times, like, things like that haunts people, man. Like, they wake up in a cold sweat, and, just like, man, I gotta beat this guy next time. So, okay, that's cool. Y'all have a little rivalry. I like that.
Hey, we get inspired, so keeps the game alive.
Okay. All right. Lazy Freddy, how was your matches, man? You have any thoughts on your tournament matches? Lazy Freddy?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now. Woo.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so my first match was against Pat. I think he's from Chicago. How I knew was because like when I started to play my first match, and then like all of Chicago suddenly came over, and then they were cheering for their boy, and that kind of put like a lot of pressure against me. Like Pat also plays a lot different than like other people, and he actually gave me quite a lot of trouble. But so that was my first match, and I barely won. And then I think I got a bye, so he's technically my second match. And then my third match was against Danka. Danka said he hasn't played this version of the game, so I just beat him with Hydern. He had no idea what to do. Yeah, and then winners finals of the pool was against Decimo. He beat me first game. The second game, I had him to the last character, to Geese, and then I had Leona's option select, anti-roll option select. I caught him, but then I dropped Moonslash into super, and that would have killed. And I dropped it. I just did stand C into Moonslash because I was just excited. Yeah, stand C into super instead of Moonslash into super. So I dropped that combo, and then he killed me instead of me killing him. So that was it. And then in top 24, my first match was against Hell Pockets. I got hit by his Nelson Magic series. Everyone gets hit by that. But yeah, I managed to drop kick him with Naj, and that was fun. And then my next match after that was against VCO. He beat me first game, pretty bad, and then the second game I adjusted. I just played super turbo style with Hyder, and I just held down back the whole time. I didn't even shoot a fireball, just down back and wait for him to do something, and then moon slash, and that basically allowed me to win. Yeah, right. And then I think the final match was against Juicebox afterwards, and that was to qualify top 8. I think I won the first game. I was able to get a few cross-ups with Naj, Jump C. He wasn't prepared. In the second game, Juicebox adjusted, started to like anti-air with me with down C. So he won the second game. The last game, I made some execution errors. So Naj, I couldn't get the drop kick to connect, and I couldn't get the Rekka to connect. And then it was down to Leona Mirror. I got a crouch C, but then I couldn't get the confirm out. So Juicebox beat me. So that was it. That was the tournament.
Okay. All right. Sounds like a pretty fun journey, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay. Juicebox, since he mentioned you, would you like to share your thoughts on your matches?
Yeah, sure. I'm looking at the bracket because I forgot who I was playing. I was fortunate enough to get a bye first round. I was also fortunate enough for Alex K- to send Luis Cha to losers and Yoshi to losers. So I'm not going to lie. I think I got an easy pool based on just how the matches turned out. But my first match was against K-Bean, who was actually playing Chang on point, which was interesting, but I mostly just waited him out, and I was able to win that one. My second match was against Kenshi. It was all right. Kenshi might have his own thoughts on the match, but it wasn't too difficult from my side. My last match, winners final of the pool, was against Alex K-, and he was actually playing Choi, the crazy man. I actually talked with him after the match, and I'm like, I just do nothing, and as long as I don't get hit by Crouch C, you won't win. And he's like, yep, that's right. So I basically just sat still and did absolutely nothing against his Choi except anti-air and like an occasional hop, and I was able to come away with that one. Even though that was 2-0, that was a kind of close 2-0.
Yes.
But I did win out of my pool there against Alex K-. In top 24, my first match was Wedo, and I was not prepared in a couple of ways. I did not pick characters that were good at dealing with Athena. I tried to switch to King because I was more comfortable with King, but Wedo knew about the stand CD string and other things, and there's a handful, like against Wedo's characters, specifically Athena and Yuri, if you don't pick a certain type of character, then you have to play perfectly. You just have to anti-air every jump, or you just have to get a mix-up on every block jump in. And if you don't, you lose, because in neutral, that character you picked, which is crap, just can't get around some of the basic gameplay without taking tremendous risk. So that was a huge thing that I sort of folded to Wedo pretty easily. After that, though, my next match was against Lazy Fred. I feel like in that match, I was able to wait him out on some of the neutral situations because, like, I could tell, like, in the way that he was playing that he was just waiting for me. So I tried to, like, I teabagged, I think, at one point in the match. I'm like, I know you ain't gonna do shit. Get over here. But I was able to get more hits than he did. I don't really think I necessarily played better than him in that match, but I did end up getting more hits, converting more, and I won that one 2-1. My last match was against Reynald, and I lost that one 2-0, and I feel it was for similar reasons as to Wedo. I talked with Reynald after that, and he's like, oh, you just got impatient. And I'm like, well, yeah, but I'm Rio and you're Benamaru. Like, I have to run up to your face, or I just have to sit there forever, because I knew he wasn't going to do shit. Like, I knew he was waiting for me, but I'm like, but I'm Rio, so it's like, what am I going to do? Anti-air you for 60 damage and then get nothing? You know, like, that's one of those matchup things. And he's like, yeah. That's what Reynald said. That's an exact quote. Yeah. But that was it for me I did not realize I was top 8 at that point, so I was surprised that I got 7th place. But that's where my tournament ended.
All right, cool. All right, thanks for sharing, man. Man, very very insightful, I would say. Kind of like hearing like everyone's thoughts about the matches. All right, let's keep going. Kenshi, man, how was your tournament adventure, like in the brackets and pools and stuff like that? How was it?
Okay, so my first match was completely free. I don't want to put my opponent on blast for the first match, but all I have to say is he didn't know how to play. He was clearly mashing A, getting auto combos and stuff, and I was just like, oh, I can just do Kenso Hop CD all day and OCV you, and that's what I did. But the second match against Oz, he actually kind of, you know how I get when I play tournaments, I have a mini panic attack every game. He did that to me. He beat me the first game, and I was playing Kenso, Kula, and Kim, and I switched to Athena, Kula, and Kim. Not Kim, but Kenso, because I felt like I couldn't do anything against Hydern, and Athena just blows Hydern up, so I switched, and I beat him the second game, and then, I must have gotten his head or something, because I was getting away with the stupidest Kenso DPs through Hydern's Fireball that I possibly could have, and pretty much OCV'd him. He got to my Athena on his anchor, but it wasn't that scary. But afterwards, I had already lost confidence when I lost the first game, so I was in that little panic attack that I was having, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna unplug my stuff and go use the restroom, wash my face, take a break. Then Juicebox sits down right beside me. I'm like, oh shit. My match is right now. I can't take a little break. Okay. I plug my stick back in. I try to plug my headphones back in, and they weren't really working very well. I don't know if it was the little thing you plug into or if my headphones are shorting or whatnot. The first game against Juicebox, I feel like I probably did the best I ever did against Juicebox. And El Rosso was right there next to me giving me advice and everything after I lost the first game. And then I got into this mindset where it's, oh shit, it's Juicebox, I can't beat him. And then I started overthinking with all the advice that El Rosso had given me. And I'm like, let's just try to hard read these fireballs. Rolls forward, gets blown up. And I'm like, oh no. So that was how I got sent to losers. And then losers side, I had to fight Luis Cha, and that was pretty close. I was actually happy with my performance against Luis Cha. I didn't think I'd bring him down to his anchors. I didn't think I'd do as well as I did against him. But unfortunately, I didn't win. So I got eliminated 2-2. But I was pulling off some flashy little mix-ups with Kim. I was kind of happy about that. So this is okay. I need to improve, but I don't know how I'm going to improve with my lack of the scene and my hatred of net play now.
Okay.
Just find Flanagan somewhere in Ohio, man. Just get him to come out or something.
I sent him a friend request on Facebook, but he hasn't responded, so I don't know how I'm gonna get
I'll just bother him and be dude, accept his friend request, play with him.
Yeah, he probably hit ignore, and you're like, who's this guy?
Probably.
All right, Laban, what do you remember the most from your tournament matches?
I just do my same thing I always do. Iori Diamond. So I guess the significant matches are the matches I lost. Saeed was an Athena player, and I just slipped up. So it's alright. Pretty much, I guess you could sum up most of my losses stop mashing and disadvantage. That's it. When I played against Burger Time, it's when I had the momentum, I was just pooping on the kid. But then when I do a Iori cross-up, with a stanky kick, then my close C is blocked afterwards. I'm like, I missed the link. Then I still cancel the half circle back kick. I'm like, I'm dead. I lost momentum. So a lot of it's on me because of, infrequent practice, lack of practice. And then when he would ever just activate with Antonov, far poke activate, for my dumbass reason, I keep thinking, oh, I could just mash button and like win, but then I got frame trapped. I'm like, no, what am I doing? I never stopped doing it because I'm insane. So, yeah, pretty much I did myself in. That's it. Really.
Okay.
So that's it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah. Like, what do you expect of a person who doesn't really play like fighting games period anymore? So it's like, yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I would say on my end, all right, after I lost to Zhao Hai, like I just kind of just like went straight out of my pool and losers, man. Like that's kind of how it was, like from there, like because Chris G didn't show up, I was like, oh man, like he didn't show up to play me, so I got to play Zhao Hai, and I lost to Zhao Hai, and then I just kind of just like, hack and slash to to get out my pool pretty much.
Who was it that you fought in losers finals? Because I was watching that match, and that was an exciting match.
Oh yeah, that was actually the most challenging match. I mean, after losing to like Zhao Hai, that was like that was actually pretty good. His name was Vic Viper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Vic Viper, yeah.
And it's funny because like I could have sworn he's in our Discord, and then I gave him GGs in the Discord. It's like a different guy. I'm like, okay.
Really? I don't think he's in the Discord.
I asked him, like, yo, you in the Discord? He's like, yeah, I'm in the Discord, man. I'm like, okay. Well, so I assume it was him. But yeah, when I played him, yeah, that was actually a pretty good match. I was watching him play beforehand, and like, he's one of them kind of people that are very like expressive when they play. Like they make any kind of mistake, it looks like they're about to like jump out of their seat and like flip a table and roll across the ground or something like that. So I kind of like took note of that. I'm like, all right, this dude's gonna play very twitchy. He's gonna take big, huge risks, and like he's gonna also just like rely more on his like reactions, I would say, than reads. So I had to take note of that. Yeah. And I thought it was gonna be tough for me when I was watching. So I was like, damn, man, I don't know if I can make it. But I was like, no, I gotta see how it is, because like playing someone and watching someone play, it's like it's two different like dimensions, sort of. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're in there and you making all the decisions, it's completely different. So yeah, when I played him, yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, he had a pretty good Mian that kind of like messed me up a little bit. And
Mian versus Hyden is actually surprisingly not easy for Hyden. Not as easy as you think it is. Right.
But I forgot how I took him down, man. I just started using Far D, to kind of get him, while he was trying to fly in the air and stuff like that. And then he started like making mistakes, like doing like raw supers, and I started punching him and stuff like that. Well, he also had Verse, and I forgot who was his mid character. He had
Hein.
Yes, he had Hein.
He made a mistake. He just like did a raw super because he was buffering something, and that got him killed. Yeah. See, little things like that, can definitely like mess you up. And yeah, his Hein was pretty good. But yeah, overall, I just kind of took advantage of like how he was kind of like acting when he was playing and stuff like that. I knew like he really wanted it, so once I kind of noticed he was kind of like slipping a bit and like making a lot of mistakes that was like very detrimental to him, and I could just like capitalize on him as much as like I can. I just like the last match, I don't know if you remember, I didn't kind of really do much of anything. I just kind of hung back, and I'm like, all right, man, do your thing. Oh, you did this? All right, I'm gonna punish you. You did that, I'm gonna do this. And that was kind of it. Like he was so distraught after like he lost. I'm like, dang, man. Like no, it was very close, and he it could have gone either way.
Yeah, I thought so too. But that last match, I was like, I think I know what's going on now, man. This match is kind of like taking a turn for the worse. So
yeah. After the match, I saw you like sweating. You were like all sweaty.
Dude.
I saw like how tight that match was.
Yeah, I know, man. It was hot in that room, and like it was it was losers finals, so it was a bit of pressure. And all y'all was all like huddled around me too, man. It was like a cipher, you know what I'm saying, like 8 Mile and stuff like that. So of course it was it was going to be a little hot, but yeah, that was definitely a fun match. Like I had to kind of like definitely focus and concentrate. There was a couple times like I was kind of thinking like, damn, like I might lose, but I was like, no. I need to like break things down case by case and just focus. And I got out of pools, but again, like if Chris G would have showed up, I would have really loved to like play him, So
yeah, Chris is really good.
What's funny? I think when he was being called for your match, I just went to like the front area where the main stage is. And I just saw him like just standing in the front there. I don't know if he was waiting for a game or just talking with people. Like, oh, typical Chris.
Did he wait? He couldn't hear the TO, right? I mean the bracket runner, right?
But if he really cared, he would have been there.
Yeah, he could have walked there. Yeah.
It was not my responsibility to like call him, and he's already known for like not showing up to a lot of pools of many other games. So it's like, what, he's just gonna do him, whatever.
Yeah, I did see him. I think after I got out of pools, I was like, yo, what's up, man? Like, you didn't show up. He was like, hey, no, hell no, man. I gotta concentrate on DBZ. I was like, hell no. I was like, okay, that's cool. I respect that. You want to concentrate on other games.
Yeah, he's a pro player now, so he's
could have at least done the decent thing is show up, say, please disqualify me from the bracket, and that's it.
Right, I guess so. But hey, it is what it is. So
yeah, it's already in the past. Whatever.
Yes, indeed. So
I can't lie, I was so tired. Like on Sunday, I considered dropping out of the KOF bracket to like go sleep.
Oh wow, really?
Like I literally had like 2 hours of sleep the night before, and I hadn't really eaten, and I was like, am I gonna make it? So it's 2:00. Top 24 is starting, and I'm like, I feel like crap. I don't know if I'm gonna do okay, but like I got more energy as the day went on. So I'm glad I didn't drop. I almost did though. But yeah, I was about to walk up to the front and be like, can you DQ me? I'm gonna leave. But yeah.
Yeah. Remember, health is wealth. Just take care of yourself first before anything else. Yeah.
Yeah, because that affects your mental state. You don't take care of your body. Your mind is part of your body, so you gotta, be conscious of that. 100%.
Yeah.
All right, so what did y'all learn like individually like about your gameplay after the tournament? I mean, we're going to talk a little bit more about kind of like watching like the finals and stuff like that. But was there any like epiphanies or anything anyone kind of had or alluded to a little bit earlier that they want to expand on?
I learned the correct way to play Naj. I was playing her wrong on the way in. So after playing against James Jr. and Hawaii Monkey, I noticed that holding 2 kicks buttons is actually superior, much superior compared to holding 1 kick button. Because you never know how many drop kicks he has, or whether it's a level 4 or not. So you're actually very scared at all points, and it's so not just so much more scary. Like when they can have more than 1 drop kicks at any point. So even if you block the Rekka, you still don't want to challenge because they can always stagger, and then they can still have another drop kick behind to confirm, and then kill you afterwards. So it charging 2 drop kicks and just makes her a lot scarier. And also you can't keep track of whether she has like a fully charged one or not, because it's just 2 kicks. Whereas like I was going in charging with 1 kick button, so if I use it, you kind of know that I don't have the drop kick anymore. So I feel like holding 2 drop kicks might be a better way to play Naj.
Right. Speaking of Naj, I forgot to talk about when I played on Sunday against Alex K-Dash. Yeah, he just picked Naj and I died pretty much because his Naj was just good, and he was like drop kicking me like level 3, level 4. I couldn't do anything if I like one thing I did try to do was like roll a little bit more to try to like catch it whiff, I guess. but then I'll have to get back in, or you know what I'm saying, and not just like sit there and just like let them charge it or whatever. But I mean, they're gonna be charging it like no matter what. But yeah, his nodule's just like pretty good. Like she hits hard, man. She hits like a truck. She doesn't really need like max mode all that much, you know, unless you're trying to be fancy or, you know, swagadelic or whatever.
Yeah. Just the best whiff punish in the game, one of them, because of dropkick. Because you don't have to press a button, you let go of a button, and it covers a large range.
And that damage, oh my god, I had like the life lead at one point, and I got hit, and like it took off so much, like I was like, holy crap. And like one time I died, I'm like, whoa, holy, what the I'm dead? You just drop kick me once, level 4, like it's fast, like, you know what I'm saying? So I think the next time, like, I'm gonna have to like scoop my chair back and see if I can like look and see if like, all right, he holding the button, okay, like that's
that's what me and Tony were doing with Dichimo's some of his matches. If you guys didn't notice, we were pretty much like looking at if they played Notch, we were looking at what button they were using, and then we were like giving him signs on which button they're using. Because that was like our thing when, like, before the tournament. It's like, all right, if we face a Notch, we have to tell each other which button it is, so we know if they don't have a roll or they don't have a blowback, you know, stuff like that.
Right.
And if they're holding both, then we just gotta go ham.
Yeah, I feel like if you have a coach behind who will tell you like what level of drop kicks Notch has charged up, that will make the matchup a lot easier.
That'll be messed up.
It makes the bad part about the matchup is that you don't know, like, especially for Notch, like, who holds 2 kick buttons, so you don't know how many drop kicks they have or what level they are. Like, it's hard to keep track unless you have someone behind who dedicate the entire time to only focus on keeping tabs on that.
Isn't that cheating?
No.
Hey, coaching is legal.
It's one thing about being coached, but actually having a spotter with intel. Actually having a spotter with intel, that's another thing.
Yeah, you can have one coach.
Yeah, I have a coach that could tell you, like, hey, you're being stupid. Cut that shit out. You know, focus. But then it's like, yo, let me get my personal spotter over here, you know, CIA.
You don't even need to look at the buttons. Like, you can kind of keep track of the game.
Give me in real time.
Yeah,
as I listen on my Bluetooth earpiece, with my smartwatch.
No, I get what
I think that's
James Bond, you know, was it Kingsman?
You know, no, I get what Freddie's saying. I mean, sometimes you can kind of already know what button they're
already,
help because they're not rolling or they're not like jump CDing or using a certain.
But that's you as an individual who's making use of all of your senses, focusing on many different aspects of the match. Whereas you could have a single person focus on a single aspect for you to keep tabs on while you focus on other aspects without mentally taxing yourself and considering that function. So it's like,
yeah, that's what a coach is for.
Cheating.
I don't know. I don't think so.
It's coaching.
Coaching is different though.
Nah, coaches do that all the time. Like in professional sports, they tell the players like what they don't
suck. Fighting games suck. I think I'm quitting all of this. Computing sucks. I don't even know why I'm on this show.
All right, man.
Jokes aside.
All right, let's keep things moving. Let's see. Why don't we talk a little bit about what new players or players that y'all kind of ran into, even in casuals, that you felt like kind of had potential at all? Anyone?
Lazy Freddy. Lazy Freddy's Notch.
I think K-Dash is doing pretty well. If he gets more tournament experience, he'll probably do well enough where he can start like making some smarter decisions and not giving the free matchup to Choi. I mean, it's funny because it's like Choi beat. I think because he had Choi, he ended up beating Luis Cha and Yoshi. I don't know if that was like a key thing. I remember I think it was Anime Ascension 2 years ago. I saw Reynald play like Mian and Hein against like Yoshi, and he was just like totally destroying him. And like sometimes I wonder how much matchup unfamiliarity there is still available in the game. You know, like you can look at a character like Choi and be like, he's not that good, doesn't do that much damage. But like, do you know that the DP thing is plus on block? Do you know what the actual effective range of his crouch C is as a counter poke? Yada yada, etc. You know, at what height can he combo off the dive kick? So it's like these little things all added up to sending Luis Cha and Yoshi to losers. I don't know if he's going to continue to develop that or just, you know, become a stronger player, but, you know, obviously he's capable of taking advantage of those things. If he continues to get more tournament experience and, you know, play an odd character once in a while, he'll probably start doing a lot better.
Okay, well said. Anyone else have any thoughts on any kind of players that you feel that have a lot of potential?
I think Desmond, your boy Alex, he's getting stronger and stronger.
Oh yeah, unwieldy. Yeah, he's very good, man.
Yeah. Like I remember, like the first year at Combo Breaker, we roomed together, but I ended up fighting him in tournaments, and I just like did pick Raiden and then ran through him pretty easily. But this year we played again, and it was kind of even. So yeah, he's gotten a lot stronger.
Yeah, most definitely, man. He's a scientist, you know, when it comes to
I was told, like talking to Q, another Minnesota player, he was saying that Alex would go back and theory craft and then come back and test his stuff on you guys. That's how he develops.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
So if he goes to more tournaments, I think he will be a lot stronger.
Oh yeah, I agree 100%. You know, it's just the thing of like resources of like, you know, are you able to travel? Do you have time to travel? Do you have the interest to travel? You know, stuff like that. You know, that kind of always is like, kind of gets in the way a little bit. But you know, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Hawaii Monkey is also really strong. It's getting a lot stronger now.
Oh yeah, definitely Hawaii Monkey too.
Yeah, his show. I'm actually sad that he didn't get to show off like some of his Joe stuff on stream. But yeah, he's got a very strong Joe. He can do like some of the fancy stuff like stun combos and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even know like Joe had a stun combo in 14, but like he was doing it reliably when we were playing.
Right. Okay.
I feel like it's harder than 13.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we have some people in the chat shouting out Hawaii Monkey.
Yeah, like the first time I played that dude was just in casuals at NCR, and like I didn't know about him, but I was impressed by his overall play, fundamentals, and everything. I was able to whittle him down by just being drunk and like having jovial shit talking. So that's how you bring anybody down. You just start wiling out in words, and I guess they don't really govern words, so it's like you say some wild stuff, and some people can't handle it.
Oh yeah, you play outside the game. And, you know.
Yeah, and within the reasonable boundaries, ethical boundaries.
Oh, of course.
Not screaming in people's ears like a certain event we've witnessed in the past few months. That aside, yeah, Hawaiian Monkey, really someone to look out for, just based off of my games with him. Really cool dude too. Much respect to him as an individual and as a player.
Indeed. All right. Why don't we talk a little bit about like top three? What are people's thoughts on like the last like matches and finals? I would say because
China is the best.
I actually still don't understand how Xiaohai is able to win so easy. Like he just shows up and win.
The power of 98.
And it doesn't feel like he's doing anything different like than anyone else. Like he's not doing like fancy tech or anything. He just wins.
He shows up with no crew. I saw him walking down the street when we were on our way to food spot. He was just walking down the street. I'm like, that's Zhao Hai, and then like he just beats everybody. Like
he's a coward. He dodged me at NCR when I asked him for games in 98. It's like I asked him if he wanted to play 98, then I tried to ask in Chinese, and then he denied me because I guess he wanted games for Dragon Ball FighterZ. So I just called him a coward, straight to his face. Of course, jovially, not like with
not with malice.
You coward. Yeah, no malice. I was just like, you coward. Coward.
Like, yeah, I tried to talk to him in Chinese, trying to get him to open up, but he didn't want to talk. Just walk away.
Such a king. But that aside, yeah, he's a coward. Don't care about him. Won't see me in '98. I'm the Neo Geo World Champion for the US.
Oh yeah, that is right, man.
I'm pretty sure he'll fight you with one hand.
Yeah.
While checking his phone on the other.
I'll mess him up, man.
You picked the wrong game. You should have picked 97, not 98.
Oh no, dude. He has like home genetic advantage over me in that.
Home genetic advantage.
I got the infinite, but that's different. What if he has a knife? What if I have a knife? Like,
well, hopefully it'll never get to that. Like,
dude, I got hit by Rob Benemaru's super, and I thought about it this weekend in Combo Breaker in '97. I'm like, is this where it ends? Is this where everything ends?
Yeah. I have one more kind of question, like, around the tournament. Like, what did y'all think about the character diversity? Did y'all think it was diverse? Y'all think it was just a bunch of
I got messed up by Antonov. So yeah, it's good enough.
I feel like pools were pretty diverse, but with the exception of Elrosa's Dinosaur, Juicebox's low-tier heroes, and Decimo's set play characters, I don't feel like the top 8 was super diverse. It was more or less of the same.
Like, the name of the game of 14 is, do you have a really good whiff punish, and does it convert into a lot of damage for minimal resources? So that's why characters like Iori will always remain up there, unless you literally just cut their limbs off, or make them do no damage, or both. So that's why the game's so homogenized. Like, in a game like 2002 or 98, you could play footsies and whiff punishes, but then there's strong zoning elements, where there are characters that are not good at the high-low, but they have other aspects that supplement it. But for 14, the name of the game is get touch, do damage. And how you do it, it's through whiff punish, and it's through mix-up. So like Decimo's set play, or, the Jad dropkick whiff punish, or Iori Farty whiff punish. That's it. Like, unless you change the aspect of how damage is done, that's what the game's going to be. And it's going to be more homogenized than past King of Fighters iterations. Which, that's good or bad. It depends on what you like to play. Like, Virtua Fighter, for example, is a very homogenized game, but no one gives it crap for being homogenized. It's still really fast and dynamic. So it's just, as a King of Fighters community, what do we want to see in the game? And what does variety really mean to us?
I feel like it's actually a lot more diverse compared to the later stages of 13.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember, like, back in 13, like, everyone would just pick, like, one of 5 characters.
Oh, yeah. I feel like there's still more to see in 14 than there was 13.
Yeah,
13, for me, like, as a tournament, it got pretty stale to watch, but as, like, something I would play, it's still one of my favorite KOFs.
Mm-hmm.
But at tournaments, I don't think I can stand another Mr. Karate, EX Iori, or Kim again. Like, come on, stop.
I think like Naj is not gonna go anywhere. Like it's not counterpickable really. Like and I was really impressed with Reynald's spacing on the heavy Rekka as well. Like that reaches far enough you could just play neutral with just that. And then you follow that up with occasional light Rekka and you just sort of wait for the dropkick to charge and all of a sudden you're like a huge threat. Like so you gotta land a jab or a Rekka somewhere, but it's hard to avoid both of those, like almost no matter what character, especially because the Rekka hits so high. So like, she's not going to go anywhere because it's really hard to play around. Whereas Hydern is popular now, but like as Kenshi was saying, like offline, just hopping a crouch D isn't impossible. Super jumping a fireball at the right time isn't impossible. Although a lot of people are like unfamiliar with the ranges right now. Like
it's the same old Hydern, like
yeah. You could blow up any one of his things at any one time. Just DPing a hop once in a while would be nice too. But like he's not strong in the same sense that Najd is. He's just like the strongest, longest range, basic effective zoner right now, as opposed to Athena, who has has all the max mode crap.
Like he's just a really solid Guile character. Like, just really solid.
Yeah, from what I played, like in casuals and in that one tournament Hydern that I fought, I don't feel like he was going to be my biggest issue. I thought he was, but no, not offline. He's not as scary as like Hawaii Monkeys, offline Naj, or pretty much any of the Naj that I fight. I'm having PTSD right now. I'm sorry. Them drop kicks make me so salty. But at least offline I have fun. Like I'll be like angry about it, but I'll be laughing. Whereas online I'll be like, I can't punish anything.
Okay. All right. Next kind of I would say section of questions. Kind of they're going to be about community, I would say, but they will still touch upon the tournament. So we had what was it, like 117 entrants, and also we had a what was it, a
auction tournament.
Yes, there was the auction tournament. Who played in that? Just like briefly.
Me, Aru, Mooney Blues, Nipperman, Rome himself,
El Rosa,
Pedro,
Duck
Avicio, yeah, Ducator from Skullgirls fame, and
Hawaii Monkey.
Yeah, Hawaiian Monkey.
Alex K-Dash.
Oh yeah, really? What do you get? I don't remember, but yeah,
he didn't get the team that he wanted.
Oh, Dechimo played. He definitely didn't get the team he wanted.
Yeah, Dechimo also played. Also didn't get the team he wanted.
For $75, he got Xanadu.
Yeah.
It's well worth it.
Cool.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I wasn't down there, man, when it happened. I think I went to bed. Like, how was it?
That was a lot of fun.
No, it was the most fun we had over the weekend.
Yeah.
Damn, I missed it, man. That's too bad.
First of all,
I managed to get Gang Ill for $27.
Yeah. So for those out there who aren't familiar with like the auction tournament, basically what it does is that the organizer will randomly pick out a team that's pre-selected, and then they will give you like a hint, like the team name. For example, Team Murderous Villains, and then you would start your bid, and then based on like the hints, you would kind of have a guess like what characters there are, like Team James, what's their team? Team Strike the Earth, right? So you would guess that's got like Gangyo. So that was James' guess. Like he immediately like raised his hand. He wanted to bid for Gangyo, and he got Gangyo. And then the other two characters were Ralph and Daimon, because they both have a move that strikes the earth. So that's basically how it is. But sometimes there are some tricks out there. So like Dechimo, what was his team name?
Like Absolutely Insane or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
And then he thought Kukri was gonna be on there, so he bid all the way up to like $70 or something, and Kukri is not in there. He got Sylvie instead.
Yeah, Sylvie, Xanadu, and I forgot the third.
Mature, I think. Oh, not mature.
No, not Mature.
Who was the last character? Yeah,
Xanadu?
Yamazaki,
yeah.
Yeah.
There was a paper that had the team names on them. I cannot find it. I'm looking right now on Twitter, but I cannot find it at the moment. But it had all the names that y'all talking about.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. So
if someone in the chat can probably
look. I wanted to bid, but I only had like $58 on me, and then towards the end, like all the teams that I wanted, I got outbid, so I couldn't play. I wanted Team Blue Hair because I wanted to play Kula. I wanted to play Leona. I don't care about Shunai.
That was a really good team. Shunai,
yeah, and then I got outbid by Ducator.
Yeah.
He put $70 on it.
And he lost first round. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, he's got the top tier team and lost first round. And then we got to see VCO play Team Redhead. That's Vanessa, Iori, and
Vanessa Vice Iori.
Yeah, and Vice. And we saw the first KOF player who didn't know how to play Iori, and that was VCO.
Oh, whoa.
That is.
Weird,
Wait,
right?
he didn't know how to play Iori?
I know that's
No,
hard
he
for you to
didn't know
hear.
how to use Iori. Like, we can
Dude,
just
that's
tell.
like a Street Fighter player not knowing how to play Ryu or Ken. Like, I don't know.
RD Max into stuff. Come on.
Apparently, button into Rekka is hard. Or pressing FRD to stop hops and footsies, then DP everything.
I guess it's just not his character.
Yeah, I would say.
He always
mean-
plays like Vice and Mature, but never Iori. So
Yeah, that
And
is
it's a Leona specialist, quote unquote. But never touched Iori. No.
yeah. So yeah, that was fun. Like
I found the names, by the way.
everyone was shouting. Like by the end of the night, like my voice was kind of shout. Like even though I didn't play, like I was just shouting in there. And then like I remember Aru. He chucked down half of a bottle of whiskey in front of the crowd, and
That's my lord.
yeah.
Way different.
Oh!
A lord's a lot worse, man.
Yeah, I
It's
found
hard.
the teams. I don't know if you guys can see it on stream, but
Oh man, I should have bidded on Fighting for Justice. that would have been my team. I play all three of those characters.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, when they announce the team, then you wouldn't know what characters is on there, so that's a trick.
Kim Fighting for Justice, I would have known.
oh yeah, that is true. Yeah,
$13. I had 20 that night. I could have got my character.
Yeah, my limit was 40. Unfortunately, I got it for 27.
You got lucky, James. You won more money than Shanghai.
Yeah, I got
Shanghai
lucky
in the
because it was
tournament.
part of the early teams. People didn't want to bid early.
James, you won more money than Shanghai.
Heck yeah.
And the KOF tournament, auction tournament actually had more money than the Street Fighter V auction tournament. Actually beat Street Fighter V in terms of like our spending power. So that's crazy.
And we're the poverty community. What?
Yeah, I think it was like Tekken at the most. Like Tekken was like 1,100 or something for the tournament, and then KOF came in at 1,000, and then Street Fighter had like 900 or something like that.
well, it's good that y'all had a good time at the auction tournament. I missed it, but I'll watch the replay. I know it was streamed, right?
Yeah, it was streamed.
All right.
It was fun.
Thank God. All right, cool.
Stream on Funky.
It was on Funky P.
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe.
All right. Which one of y'all played in the 13 side tournament?
I watched it, but I didn't play in it. I watched some of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't play it because it was too hot in there.
I don't blame you.
Damn. Okay.
Same thing. I went there and it was too hot. Didn't want to play.
All right. Anyone else? No.
Nope.
Okay. Was anyone like contemplating joining the tournament?
Nope.
I would have joined, but I didn't have the money and I didn't want to sit in that room.
Okay. What about you, Juice?
I was so in and out.
No, I mean I saw some people playing NeoWave once, but I wasn't in that room a whole lot. I saw Neo Turf Masters in there. That was pretty sweet.
That's a better game.
But no, I wasn't in there too much. I got a chance to play some Yatagarasu casuals. That was fun for a few minutes, but that's about it.
Okay. All right, cool. So, I kind of want to talk a little bit about like the entrance of 14. So we had was 117. If I'm going from the Smash GG page.
Yeah.
So, what was everyone's thoughts on that? Do you think like that's good? Do you think we could have done better? Is it to be expected? Like,
How many
I
entrants
was
were there
surprised.
last year?
It was 148.
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty good. Second year.
Because entrants always drop off, so like it's to be expected.
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see with the third year of Combo Breaker. See what happens. Like I think it's okay.
Yeah, let's wait till SNK Heroines come out next year. We're gonna have like 200 entrants for that.
I mean, here's the thing. I think Combo Breaker is a really great tournament. It's one of the tournaments that brings everyone together. So another metric to look out for is what's going to be the number of entrants for EVO this year in AnimEvo for 14, and see, okay, throughout the year, and I guess compared to other majors, what's the turnout? But yeah, Combo Breaker and EVO are like the two big tournaments.
Yeah, but AnimEvo, that's still a side tournament, so a lot of people
Still a side tournament.
Wouldn't go for that.
Yeah, I'm curious to know if like Wedo and Luis Cha are going to go to Evo, like things like that, or who exactly is going to come. Like Xiao Hai will probably be there because I believe he enters every Street Fighter V major, right?
Yeah, but whether he's going to enter the side tournament, that's a different question.
Like the year that 13 was relegated to a side tournament, Xiao Hai still entered and still won it. So even if it wasn't an official game, Xiao Hai still had the, I guess, respect and decency for the game to actually enter it, regardless of its official standing or not. So we'll see if he does a repeat for 14. But yeah, he has done that before for 13.
Okay.
So, I mean, like, what could we really do? We just, for the people who come in, we just do the best we can to welcome them in, usher a new age of King of Fighters play.
Right.
Yeah, we just gotta, we talk about the metrics, but it's like, okay, how do we affect those metrics? So we just
gotta get them into Dream Cancel is what we gotta do.
Yeah. But yeah.
All right. Next kind of questions I did kind of have were so all right, what's kind of like the current state for like this game 14, and as far as I would say like community wise, I mean, like what do we have to do to kind of improve the community as far as getting more people to play, increasing entrance for tournaments, or even just like keeping things active all the way from like online? Like, any y'all want to brainstorm about that?
I think one thing, we need to actively dispel the myth that you have to be either Asian or Mexican to play this game.
Oh, that's a lie. That's a lie.
Yeah, but have you guys seen the clip? Like Flo was talking that he's like in the wrong race to play the game, and then he never played it again. So we need to. But I mean, that's like a stereotype out there, and
but I don't think it's serious though. I don't think people are like seriously like thinking that.
Yeah, but I mean, still,
any little bit helps, But here's the main thing: like, how did 13 blow up in the States? Considering, like, that how before then King of Fighters wasn't really that popular in the States or really that known. And it's because of the big help of Hans with his I Play Winner streams at Southtown Arcade. And we didn't even have the greatest level of play up here in NorCal. We were able to get a huge, viewer base, and that helped translate into people willing to try the game when it officially came out. So I think what happened in like the later period of 13 is like, STA closed, Hans got hired by Capcom. There has been nothing in NorCal that, replaced what he has started. And sadly, even though SoCal has like a lot of the talent down there, they haven't really done anything like that to support the game in such a public eye. And then, the times that they did for Wednesday night fights, what did the SoCal scene do when the new patch came out? It's like, oh, we're gonna just like the new patch came out. We're not gonna play. We're not gonna show up. And then burnt Valle many times by not showing up and supporting their own game. So it's like someone needs to take leadership and actually just start streaming the game, and then showing that we can have fun with it.
They're running SNK monthlies at Super Arcade now. So
yeah, that's the new big thing. I think they've just recently coined it as the Neo Dojo.
Neo Dojo. So if you check out, I think Super Arcade or Manchester, Gibby's Twitter feed, that's what the new name for that monthly is. So I think that, for me, based off what I know about it, I haven't watched the previous, if they have done one before. I don't know what the production's like, but that I feel like is in the right direction of what Hans has started. Because we need that. We need something like that. Like if someone's, I know there's Kings of Colorado. I don't know what and how they stream and like the Vegas boys, but it has taken the same kind of anchor or foothold like STA has and I Play Winner had with, I forgot what the name of the program was, but yeah, when they aired 13 like that. You need something like that.
That was legendary too. I think a lot of people very curious about the game, and plus y'all added personality, you know.
You had Hell Pockets, you had Roger Dodger, you had me being the villain when I first came. Like, it was fun. Like, yeah, the level of play wasn't great. Like, you know, we didn't have Mr. KOF, who's been playing King of Fighters for a long time. But the most important thing is, like, this is a fun game that we could be, you know, be genuine about and have fun with. And that's what draws people into anything, really, is the social interaction between people and the way we can have a great time with something. Like, yeah, we can compete and have fun because we compete and we get serious. But at the end of the day, you know, everything is great and jolly.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's the first step. But if, like, we can't just have, you know, Neo Dojo, like, shoulder the burden like Atlas themselves. Like, hopefully East Coast could do something like that. Midwest, like, people need to take leadership roles that, you know, sometimes SoCal has dropped. You know, have always have dropped in the past, you know, almost decade since, like, 13 has come out.
No, East Coast has been streaming regularly. Like, we run the monthly at Chinatown. It's called Chinatown Beatdown. Kick Punch Block runs the monthly, and they got support from SNK. By the way, I think the next monthly is actually this Saturday. Chinatown Beatdown.
Okay.
Anyone East Coast, like, are welcome to come.
That's good. So it's just a matter of getting the word out. But yeah, I don't know how Hans did it. I guess because he already had a huge following for all the Marvel and Street Fighter stuff. They were a captive audience to watch King of Fighters, and, you know, I don't know. I guess it was just a perfect storm. But if we could just somehow recreate that, and in multiple manners, not just like Neo Dojo and everything, not just like, you know, the beatdown. I don't know. There's no easy, clear, concise answer to this, but I feel like that's a start. And how to get there is going to be difficult, but it's something worth, you know, a while to invest in.
Those are pretty, you know, legitimate and I would say, you know, good, like, ideas and thoughts. Like, I agree with you 100%, man. Any other thoughts on brainstorming on ways to improve the community?
I mean, I think the big thing for, like, I think this happens with me and also with Kenshi is, you know, depending on where you are, there's not much of a local presence. Locals are very important for, like, keeping up the motivation. So, like, obviously there's the Dream Cancel tournaments. You still do the party battle thing?
Until I get my weekends back, those are going to be DOA until someone takes reign until then. But I would love to do the tournaments and the party battle again. It's just, yeah, my work is just kind of like, you know, taking my weekends, you know, by the neck pretty much. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be cool just to have like a weekly organized play day or something like that, like every Monday and Friday, you know, just play, you know, and you could have like two rooms, like a serious and a not so serious room or something like that. But obviously locals are the most important thing. And so if there are any KOF locals that are not streaming, you know, that might be something else to look into. But I mean, I do what I can, just, you know, streaming the game whenever I play it. But obviously I'm not the most engaging streamer. It depends. Depends what you're watching for. So
different audiences, different needs.
Yeah.
That's true. I would say there is the King of Fridays hosted by Elkidori of Kick Punch Block. He does that every Friday. But I mean, I wouldn't mind like more of that too. You know what I'm saying? We can't just have like one entity kind of holding things down, you know?
Yeah.
But as far as like locals, it could be tough, man. It could definitely be challenging if you don't have anyone to play with, and then you only have like online. So I guess that's kind of the only thing that we have to kind of take advantage of is online, but just keep in mind, you know, and keeping the lookout for local players, you know, to kind of mix things up a little bit.
We just have to become trust fund babies. Have enough money to host our own like bi-weeklies, and then have it catered by taqueros. Yeah, dude, just like a quinceañera, like. Yeah, people come for food. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You feed the people, you satisfy them, and make them a captive audience for these games.
We can have a real Taco Tuesday. You have to play Yori.
Oh man! And then you have to hit him with a bag of rice. KOJ2C. Yeah.
All right. One other kind of question I have is, all right, how can we improve our gameplay? Then I mean, I understand, like, all right, the community has to get better for our gameplay. It has to be better, but like what can we do, like, or any ideas or feedback anyone wants to throw at anyone as far as like improving their skills, or anyone want to brainstorm a little bit about improving our gameplay?
I have to go soon, so I'm gonna probably just say my piece and then just step out if that's okay.
That's fine.
But I think that there's like two facets to that. One is sort of in game and one is out of game, because like out of game, like sometimes people will just not want to put a lot of effort in. Like I think that in some cases, sometimes people, you know, they'll just treat the game super casually, or sometimes they don't like the game enough. This will happen with like brand new people. They'll be like, well, you know, I maybe don't want to learn 3 characters. And for me, it's like, well, if you like the game, 3 characters is nothing. There's like 58 of them, you know. But if we're talking about in-game, I think I spoke with Kenshi about this. There's lots of tiny details that people don't notice, because when you're picking up KOF, you're kind of playing Street Fighter in your head. Even if you're not a Street Fighter player, you just sort of default to block a lot, especially after jumping in. Or like after blocking something, you just start to block, or you start to think, you know, I should go for more throws, when really some of the better mix-ups are staggers and rehops. You know, without discounting what throws are still good for. Like a common thing that happens all the time that I don't see people talking about is if you jump in and you know you're going to miss, do something immediately when you land. So like jump in, oh, my hop CD isn't going to hit, I'm going to immediately roll backwards, or I'm going to immediately neutral hop. Like it's a very simple thing I can do, or if I see someone jump in and they miss, I will just hop in. And if they just sit there blocking, 99% of people do, then I get free block pressure. So it's like there's lots of these tiny, mostly universal details like that a lot of intermediate players are sort of, it's passing over their heads, or they haven't thought about it, or they haven't realized that it's important. Yeah. And like that's sort of thing that I try to bring attention to, but obviously everyone needs to, you know, learn at their own pace and see what they're really paying attention to in the matches.
Yeah. I think was SDR when they do those boot camps. It's like, okay, they try to grow up people doing commentary, you know, but then at the same time they're also reviewing people's matches as they go. So I think just like being able to like take a person's game, a recording of their game, then going over with them in person and talking about it, then like putting that recording of you going over it with them on somewhere like YouTube, I think would be a good thing. It's like we have to make the learning process more engaging and maybe more dialogue driven or like narrative driven, because sometimes it's just hard to read a wiki that's so textbook, or to like just straight up watch tutorial videos that, you know, although it's more engaging visually, it's still pretty cut and dry. So sometimes people learn better by just watching other people learn. And maybe if they had similar questions or things they didn't think about, they could see it from another perspective. And you're dealing with multiple perspectives, not just the author's or the video creator's perspective, but because you have dialogue and engagement, you can see things from many different points of view. And that makes it a bit more interesting to learn, period. So just like, okay, like let's say Juicebox, you could like watch a video of us playing, then we could just be like, oh, this is what we could have done, or how about we consider this? Oh, that's something you didn't see my play. Oh, this is the overall theme of our match, that we could focus on this. You know, something like that would be, you know, I think would be interesting for newer players to get into. And if the people who are talking are really engaging personalities like Hell Pockets, you know, that makes everything even more enjoyable. Or like, you know, get someone like a Wooly or whatever onto the, you know, piece, and there you go. That's just an idea, and I'm just rambling right now.
Hey,
that's a pretty good idea.
That's some good rambling to me, man.
Because, like me, I'm trying to get into education. Like, here, I'll be honest. Like, I've been sidelining my fighting game stuff because I am focusing seriously on school now. This is like the first time in this past year I've actually been doing full-time units. So my goal is a communications major, but I do want to go into K-12 education. But the thing I took in my time in the fighting game scene is like, how did I learn so many things in such a short period of time with so much vigor and wholeheartedness that I could not get out of the actual U.S. education system? So I try to analyze those aspects, and it's like, okay, how do I apply that to education itself? And that's what fighting games are. It is learning. That's what life is. Everything is learning. But why do we feel so disengaged from the reality around us, but aren't so invested in fighting games? And yeah, it is the personalities. It is the people. It's the fact that people are being serious. You have people from different backgrounds, people from different perspectives, and it's all interesting and fresh and new and real. So, yeah. So when we come to, grinding up players, growing up players, having really trained them up, it's about engagement and it's about gratification and satisfaction. And yeah, sometimes it's really hard to just sit down and, grind out the stuff directly, but then when it's like more interesting, engaging, it becomes intrinsic. You want to grind on your own. You want to practice on your own. You want to learn. You want to watch. You want to, engage. So it's like, how do we make it intrinsic? How do we make it so you can't help but want to learn and get better, rather than make it a struggle that you have to overcome and then be proud of it? No, it shouldn't be about pride or shame or like, I had to work so hard to get there. It was so fun getting to where I am today that I can't help but only do it. So how do we change that perspective when it comes to learning? Because obviously we see it with all these other scenes. We have a lot of, just because of the bell curve, we have a lot of people who aren't great. But how do we shift the demographics where everyone's engaged in learning? So that's something to come away with. And how you approach that topic is up to you, and the answers will come to, in the end, will all be different. But that's something to think about. How do we make every single thing we do, be it in fighting games or in real life, if we have a goal, how do we make that path something we want to do rather than something we have to do? And then we'll eventually reach it. Even if we never reach it, at least it was worthwhile to be on that path in the first place. And maybe that is our salvation. But yeah, how do we make it something we want to do and really fun? That's all it needs to be. It just needs to be fun.
Well said, man. Let me test this out. Oh, it's not a sound effect. Anyways, I was trying to give you some applause for that. But yeah, that's man, that's really good points, man. That's a lot to ponder.
So yeah, I quit fighting games. Sucks. Peace out, yo. But yeah, if you want to know what I've been doing like the past time and not really engaging with the King of Fighters scene, not really playing games, not really writing posts or wikis or anything, I'm just focusing on school and focusing on myself. And once I get to where I need to be, I'll be able to help as many people as I can.
Right.
Or that want the help. While I still just shitpost on social media anyways. Along the way.
Someone in the chat said, school kills learning, makes it a job.
Yeah, it's like, I forgot who said it, but it's like, don't let schooling get in the way of your education.
Yeah.
So true. Where we are as a country right now, we don't really set up education in a way that prepares us to be citizens that could deal with the realities around us. It just sets up us to be academics who don't know how to do anything else. So, okay, we need to change the fundamentals. Like, we need fundamentals in fighting games, right? Like, you have to have the basics. You have to block. You have to walk. You have to anti-air. Have all those things. How do we change our education system that could do the same thing, too? Or, we need to know how to do accounting, how to pay bills, how to do this, how to cook, how to get food. No, we just focus on weird, arbitrary, abstract concepts that we hope that in 20 to 30 years will make us bank.
Yeah.
And along the way, we don't really feel gratified for doing it, and it's extrinsic, not intrinsic. It's something we have to do and endure, rather something that we want to do.
Word. Cool.
Yeah.
Well said, man. All right. Well, it's about that time almost to start wrapping things up. Does anyone have any kind of lasting thoughts on anything Combo Breaker, KOF wise that they want to kind of touch upon real quick before we go? Anybody? Someone?
Not really.
No?
I just wish I could have done more touristy things in Chicago proper. So next year I'll try to get in earlier and just use a hostel and just bicycle around town. Oh yeah, if you could invest in the folding bicycle, I highly suggest it. It's really convenient to go around the venue on a bicycle.
If you didn't go to Combo Breaker this year, you missed out, and you should go next year. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
Go every year.
Come every year. This is the best tournament. For tournament players. Certainly, hands down.
Indeed. All right. Well, let's give some shout-outs and bid everyone a good day, night, evening, afternoon. So why don't we start with laziefreddy? Are you there, sir?
Yes.
Cool. Would you like to give shout-outs?
Well, shout outs to everyone who made it out to Combo Breaker. Shout outs to everyone who was at home watching. Yeah, just shout outs to everyone who. I love you guys.
All right. Thank you very much. James Jr., shout-outs?
Yeah, shout outs to everybody here in the podcast, KOF community, everywhere, North America KOF community. Shout outs to people showing up at Common Breaker. It was a lot more than I expected. I thought we were going to get half of last year, but we got over 100. Wow. Yeah, shout outs to Chicago KOF, Midwest KOF General, you guys in Minnesota, you guys in Indiana, Kenshiro in Nebraska.
Yo, that
everybody still plays here in the Midwest. Yeah, I mean, our numbers are small, but we still play for the love of the game. And shout outs to the moms.
Indeed. Like always.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much for coming on. All right. Juicebox, shout outs you like to throw in the air?
Yeah, shout outs to the scene. I'm glad that there's still, good like competition. I'm glad that there's still people showing up for tournaments. There's still lots of friendliness in the scene and stuff. So, shout outs to everyone who went to Combo Breaker especially. I'm glad I got to see a lot of you, shake a lot of your hands. Just shout outs to the whole top 8 for I'm not talking about myself. Shout outs to the rest of the top 8 for being real good at the game. I feel like I learned a fair amount about what I want to do next and where the game is going, and I'm curious to watch more of the international tournaments coming up as well, just to see like where the game goes. And shout outs to everyone that's still playing. I appreciate you. I hope you are sticking around, and I'm gonna go have some dinner. I appreciate talking with you guys.
All right, peace, man.
All right, thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate it. All right. Kenshi, you have any shout outs you'd like to give?
I sure do. Shout outs to Mr. Flamenco, because there's no way I wanted to sleep in my hot car that weekend. Shout outs to everyone I played casuals with. I had a lot of fun. It really revitalized my love for KOF. Just playing offline with everyone. Shout outs to everyone who went up to me. Was like, yo, what's up, Kenshi? And I'm like, huh? Do I know you? and then they'd give me their screen name. I'm like, oh, okay, I know you. Okay, that really, it kind of put me through a loop, and I'm like, how do you know? Wait, how? What? And then I'm like, oh yeah, I was a streamer. That's right. Shout outs to everyone who was at Combo Breaker. It was such a fantastic tournament. Like, I really, really want to go again next year. I'm going to make sure I can go next year because that was just a blast. Shout outs to drunk Mexicans at 6 a.m.
Dude, again, they're the best. You know what? I'll do my shout outs now. Shout outs to those guys. Shout out to Berto, Jesus, and everyone there. Like, they gave out how many Modelos? We played Neo Wave. They handled the super guns and all that, or whatever the boards were, the Thomas Wave. Like, they're the all stars. Like, yeah, thank you to Hato, Rick, and everyone who runs Combo Breaker. But oh man, especially the Latinos there running Neo Wave. They're the real star players. They're the real heart and soul of that weekend. Man, so bless them.
I can't believe I missed that. God damn.
Yeah, I missed it. All there.
Oh man. All right, yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Laban. I really appreciate you coming on as always.
Thank you, Desmond. It's nice meeting you finally in person.
Yeah, I know, man. After all the time on SNK Play More with the IRC channel and stuff like that.
Yeah, SNK Play More, SRK website, everything. Yeah, Twitter.
We just need to get Emo out. So.
That's the biggest side. I don't know. That aside.
All right, cool. Yeah, thanks again. But shout outs on my end. Actually, before I kind of get into shout outs, there are some pictures. I have 2 pictures. I don't know if you guys see it on stream. I'm about to put it up right now. Freddy, this is one you took. I don't know if you can see it on stream.
I can't see it.
It's coming up.
I don't have the stream up. I'm looking at Rabbit and I don't see anything.
Oh crap! Yeah, you're gonna need a stream. But yeah, it's a picture you took, group picture with.
With the Chicago guys.
Yeah. So, So
shout outs to Brooke, by the way.
Oh yes, yeah. The
girl who loves Yuri and who is cosplaying Alice without even knowing it.
Oh yeah, that was a trip.
Oh, her? Yo, yeah, she was sick.
Yeah, and there's JoJo. There, I can't see who's behind JoJo.
Yo, JoJo, Crimson JoJo, right?
Yeah.
That guy was very sauce when he played me in casuals, but that guy is a riot. He's a lovely man.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's fun to play with. And,
but man, was he wasted when he played me? He's like, oh man, I'm sorry, man. I have to play like this. I'm like, nah, man, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah. And here's another picture. Let's see if I get it. This is Wero with the Max Cancel Cup belt because it was the end of the circuit, the Max Cancel Cup circuit. And there's Gibby and Hawaii Monkey, Rosa, Ricky Quito, VCO, and Casio Pedro. So yeah, super shout outs. Combo Breaker was great, man. I just want to thank everyone that I played, and GG's to everyone that I played and met and stuff like that. Lots of fun. But yeah. Like hats off to the KOF community. That was good. It was just good times overall, in my opinion. So that's what it's all about. So yeah, shout outs again. Check out the Dream Cancel Discord. We play online and stuff like that. Some people troll from time to time, but we try to keep a tight ship. Big ups to our Patreon subscribers. If it wasn't for them, this would not be possible. Tournaments coming up. AnimEvo and CEO. That's coming pretty soon. The Neo Geo World Tour events. You get more information about that through the Neo Geo World Tour Twitter. Also, SNK Heroines coming out September. Was it September 9th? What's the guy?
8th or 9th, something like that.
Okay, all right, cool. And also, check out 97 Global Match, King of Fighters 97 Global Match on PS4 and Steam, because it has rollback, and you never know, it might be the something else on the horizon. If SNK likes the feedback from what's in 97, you never know. Maybe we might get some rollback in the other Code Mystics developed games. That'll be really, really hot.
If we had it in like OTUM, that would be sick,
dude.
Yeah,
that would be
in final edition.
Oh man, that would be a wrap, man. That would change.
Why don't we start a thread and then get everyone to jump on it and just say like we tried it on 97 and then we love it, and then like put it on the page thing. Can we have it?
I'm down for that. Put it on Steam.
Like OTUM posted in the forum saying that like we tried we just make a thread saying that we tried the 97 global rollback netcode and say we all love it. Can we port it back to OTUM, please?
Dude, that rollback netcode is tight. I'm going to be streaming 97 online more because that rollback netcode way better than whatever 14's got going on right now.
Have you guys actually tried 97 with the new rollback?
I have. I've played it a lot. It's really enjoyable. Really enjoyable.
We're able to run some tests where like, I played this guy in particular before the rollback. It was this kind of whack, but now with the rollback, now it's much more.
You could turn it on and off too. So yeah, you could definitely.
It's like a test.
From what I understand, yeah. So I mean, if we could do that, that'll be great. I mean, should we
Like,
make the thread for 02 and 98, or just like start one?
Focus on the
let's start
game
with 02.
Yeah, OTM because character, casting.
Okay.
It's easier to focus on one game first, and once is done, we could focus on another. But yeah, just put all the eggs in one basket.
Brilliant.
All the focus there.
Brilliant idea.
Yeah, maybe also tweet at them, and because I know they answer Twitters and say, just give them good feedback and saying, is it possible to do it with O2?
Yeah.
Maybe they'll listen. I'm pretty sure they will have to go back and talk to SNK and get
because
okay first. But if we just like start an effort and saying that this is good, we like it.
This is actually good. Yeah.
Maybe SNK will listen and let them do it, because like it's not a whole lot of work on Code Mystic's part. They have the netcode ready. They have the library and everything ready. They can do it.
Okay. I mean, because like I think one thing like SK is kind of worried about is sales. Like, do they think like more people will buy the game or rebuy the game if?
I definitely think like if it's got a better netcode, more people will play. Right? That's simple.
Yeah, I think, man, if they do that, you know how many like people that are on Fightcade will probably
everyone who's playing like vanilla O2. I mean, I think like a big portion, well, not a big portion, but some portion of them will be playing O2 UM.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, yeah. Like they're two different games. Like
Yeah.
But I mean, at least some of them will be willing to give O2 UM a try.
I'll definitely rebuy O2 UM if they put it on PS4 with rollback.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to rebuy the game that I already have on Steam. It's just because they put rollback in it, but
you don't have to. It'll be a patch.
Yeah, if that's a patch, then yeah, for sure. But I bought that game so many times. I'm 100% for O2 UM.
All right, well let's do that. We can talk a little more after the show. You know, either through here or social media. Try to get that up and running. But yeah, let's do that. That'll be cool. All right, and I believe that's kind of it. I mean, we're still working on the wiki for 14. We'll put links in the description section if you want to help out, you know, on the Google Docs and whatnot. And yeah, that's kind of mainly it. So yeah, this concludes another installment of the Dream Cancel podcast. My name is Desmond, the administrator of DreamCancel.com. And until next time, keep playing, keep learning, and most importantly, have fun. Peace.